Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Kind of made an adjustment to the channel, and basically what we'll be dealing with here is the daily analysis for few or our watch list on the synthetic index. We trade more of synthetic index. That's what we basically do. My team and we trade synthetic index. So we're going to every day give you guys the setup on Vix100, V75, and a few others. So without wasting more of your time, today is the 15th of June. So we are preparing a video, or we are making analysis for the 16th of June. So we're going to make analysis for what we are going to trade tomorrow, which is almost 29 minutes from now. So without wasting much of our time, let's hop into the chat and get going. So yeah guys, this is our chart, so we just have to clean it up and then do analysis with what we are going to watch. So as I mentioned, the first on our list is V100. Please forgive my audience, forgive me, please forgive me for being kind of slow. My voice is not really that sharp. I'm not really feeling good, but we have to make money. That's the goal. So you all know how we do it. 24 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour, and now we do 30 minutes instead of the 15. But you know how it is. It depends on you. If you want to go 15, cool. If you want to go 30 and get your entry, it's still cool. So from the daily, we try to mark out the structure we have on the daily. Then we write down the trends. We write down the time frames to get us an entry, to get us or to tell us what the market is doing. So we have this as the high and we have this as the low. So automatically what we're focusing on is this bit of price here, right there. So this is what we are focusing on. This is what we are looking at. This is what we are looking at. But quickly, I want you guys to see this is the head, this is the shoulder. It's kind of going to reverse from here as the other shoulder, then we get to drop to this place. So we have to mark this also. But basically we are focusing on here so that we can get our day trading signals and make us some money today. So if you look at what we have right now, this high, this low, so we had this impulse and we had an impulse again, then we are having a correction, a bit of a correction. So we have to mark it out. This is the trend we can spot. You can see the trend. This is what we have on Vix100. So use a red line to mark this because this was the previous low the market created while it was still rocking this particular bullish movement. So we use our highlighter, which is the rectangular tool, to highlight the highs to cater for the wicks, and then do the same thing right there. We do the same thing right there. We can do it at the base too. Here. We do it at the base. That's it. So can spot out our turning point. This is a turning point. This was a turning point, and you can see it's very relevant right there. The turning points are a zone. So once we dive big into the time frame, we mark it out using the rectangular tool to become a zone. So what we do at a small time frame, or when we dive into the time frames, we will adjust our trend lines to give us accuracy. We adjust our trend line. That's it. We adjust our trend lines for accuracy. So This is what we have on V100. So once you see it, you can unsee it. Once you see it, you can unsee it. That's it. The same market have been moving in the bullish, giving us higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So right now we are bouncing off this point. We're bouncing off this point, which is what practically the third touch on the trend line, and also bouncing off the previous turning point. You see, the market made turns around this zone. So this is what we have for the we have to dive deep into the time frames for us to get our entry. So let's go to the 1 hour and see what we have right there. So on the 1 hour, you can see we had this. This is what originated the drop. We had this, and then it gave the double top, which you see that it gave the triple top here. That's why we had this sell-off. You understand? So now we are right now the market for me is not in where it's not, like can I say, it's not close to an entry. Yeah, for me, we're not close to an entry yet, but we are analyzing, so we can use this analysis for tomorrow. So if you look very well, like I said, once you dive deep into the time frames, you can see things happening. You see, so from here we can have this is an impulsive break. We can give us a little corrections to test this level, then we go up the target here and prove I'm basically here. When it gets here, you know that the higher time frame becomes a double top. Something can happen in my drop, which is also going to confirm the shoulders we saw earlier. You understand? But for now, let's be anticipating this for tomorrow. Let's be anticipating this as our possible move. You understand? Let's be anticipating these to this place. When it gets to a double top, the market will tell you what to do. The market never does anything without telling you. It never do a thing without saying it. You never do a thing without saying it. This is a very noisy area. For me, I will stay away and see what it does. When it gets here, then I know that yes, it has reached should I say a more significant level, yeah, because this is a significant level in the higher time frame. The higher time frame tell us better what is going on. So for me, on V100, what I'm waiting for is for us to get here. When we get here, I will know what to do. When we get here and we break above and give us a retest, then I know we are chasing the third touch of our ascending trend line. You understand? The third touch of our ascending trend line, which is going to take us to this place. You understand? Which is going to be like the double top from the daily, or we have a rejection from this double top and then we sell off and break our trend line, or we sell off to approach the trend line again. So what I'm basically waiting for on V100 is for V100 to do its thing and come to this resistance level here, this turning point. So I have to wait for V100 to get here before I make a decision for it. So that's it for V100. You can analyze for yourself. You can share your idea, what you have for it. You can tell me what's going on, what you think will happen. You can't just be specific of what will happen. We have to keep a probability mindset, and then we wait for the market to play. If you look at this also, knowing the impulse and correction type of trading, we have this. You see that we are having should I put it there? Should I put it there? Okay. That was like a fake. Good. Impulse. Now we're correcting. So basically, we impulse here, test, or we break and test, then we continue the impulse to the upside, which is right there. But we don't have to you know, we don't have to procrastinate. We just have to wait for confirmations. So for me, I'll wait for V100 to play, then we know. But if I was here earlier, I would have taken a buy on V100 because this already is all. This candle pattern is a morning star. You understand? This is a morning candle. Then I would have taken my buy from this at the close of it, and then targeting this high. You understand? I'll be targeting this high. My stop loss will be below, the signal. As I'm targeting that high, I know very well this place is a turning point, and I know something can happen. So if you're holding V100 already, but I'm not though, I missed that. I had to go out for a bit. So if I'm holding V100, or if you are holding V100 buys right now, your mind should be set to this level. When it gets here, you have to be careful. Already we have successfully broken this level. We broke here, so we might get to play around, test it, then continue. If I was holding V100 already, I'm holding a risk-free trade. Now I'll be at break-even. But if you want to get more of how I do my things, how I manage the trade, how I enter, how I get my entries, how I do my management, drop your comment below, and then we work with you from there. So next up, we go to V75. Volatility 75. We had analysis there. You all can see that. You can see we killed it. You can see this is the 1 hour time frame. I don't have much to do here because this analysis is still valid. This is the 1 hour. So we had a structure. Okay, we had a bigger structure. I'm just going to explain this. I'm not going to clean it because it's still valid for what we can see. And then we are already at an entry point. So for what I can see on V75, you can see this should go like this. But let's take that out. It was earlier. Wow, I've been holding this for a while, So as for V75, you all can see we were having this ascending channel, the bullish move, this one. Sorry, I misdrew that. Don't mind me. Forgive my mistake. Okay, let's do that again. I think we take it from the middle point. Then we drag. That's it. So we had this channel to the upside. Then we had a break. I know with the lower time frame, we had an entry. I took this sell with the lower time frame. We had a break and a retest, and then the flags and all of that gave us our entry from there. We rolled it down here. I marked out all these points because they are turning points that I know very well that V75 can easily reverse from. But it kept falling impulsively till it got to this level. When it got to this level, when it got to this level on the lower time frame, this place became, let's mark that out. I want to just explain it, because the analysis is still very valid, very, very valid. So we are not gonna waste our time. So when it got here, if you look at this is the daily. So when you know that when you switch to the 1 hour or something, you'll see it's a pattern. It had the impulse correction. So my trend line was able to go in there so that I could get my entry around here, because this was kind of the break and then the retest. So I had the buy entry here, and then my mind is still set to the turning points I have in the market, you understand. But it kept impulsively till we got here, which I knew that very well we broke, and then the higher time frame, which is the daily, is supposed to come back for a retest. Then this retest happened, I think that was last week or 2 weeks ago. So when this retest happened, my mind was there that yes, it's time for sell to, because I know our initial pattern was an ascending one. We broke it. It's a retest to it. Here too, you can see clearly. Let's go now to the 4 hour. You can see clearly it was the pattern too, and then we broke it and we killed this one last week. We killed it, bro. So here is it. We killed it last week. You see, it was what? A clear downtrend. Well, let's say clear downtrend. Then we had the reversal pattern, which is double bottom. You see, this is the double bottom. If you switch down the time frames, you're going to see that it had the head and shoulder. That's why I had this. Let's go with you, so you can know what we're doing, bro. We know what we're doing. We're not playing the market. We're not playing. We know what we're doing, bro. We know what we're doing. We ain't playing, bro. We ain't playing. We ain't playing. We ain't playing. We ain't playing, bro. Come on. That's your problem. Come on. Should I reload? It's taking our time, bro. It's taking our time. That should load. Shit, it just happened. Okay. Back to 301. Sorry about that. We're going to 75. Okay. So we're going to the 30 minutes, isn't it? So we could show you the head and shoulder we had. Then you can know why we entered and why we targeted that place, you know. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. Shout out to Falcon. You see that? This is the head. You know, head and shoulders, they are never perfect. At times, one is not the head. It has to be double bottom for the head. Then look at the shoulder. This is one shoulder. This is another shoulder. So this was what? The trigger. This was a buy. You know, a sweet buy. It was, forgive my language. I wanted to say fucking. It was a sweet and a slick buy. You see, impulsively directed. You know, it went impulsively to what? Our entry, our TP. Why I took that TP is very easy because we know the W formation, the W type of formation. You know that when the market creates a double bottom, it goes back to what? The beginning of the initial impulse. You go back to the length of, it gives us the length of what? The initial or the first leg of the W. So it goes to that level. That is the TP. This was the neckline, which is here. You know, a lot of traders will be waiting for the break of the neck and retest of it. Man, it didn't. V75 doesn't joke. It doesn't joke, you know. So we went directly and then smashed our TP and then it kept riding. Actually, we had the TP1 here. Yeah, the neckline. Smashed it, man. Kept riding. Almost 90. Yeah, give us a 90. This is a 90% already. If you ride to the top, then it's 100. So what we have there right now, we see V75. Let's see. So I explained the trade we had. So that's it. Let's see what we have. For me, I think I have this trend line. You know, we had this. We have this, and this is why it fell. Everything happens for a reason. The market gives you the reason before it executes. You know, if you go down the time frame, you see why it fell. This is why it fell impulsively. This was like a retest, and then you know, with our mindset of what 90%, we are targeting here. But we know already from the first pattern we had, this place is what? It's an important level. So if we can get a good confirmation candles around here, we can still take the buys, you know. If we get good confirmations here, we can take the buy and finally ride it to the top here, which will confirm us the second touch on the higher time frame of the retest. You understand? The retest of the first channel we had. So if we get the good confirmation, this is the trade here to this place, which is going to give us the double top here, which is going to be what? The second touch after the breakout of this channel we had earlier. So if we get a good confirmation that we should buy, I think I will only buy when we break this neckline. That's when I will buy. I don't care if it's a retest or not, but if I have an impulsive break of this neckline, I'll take my buy. Aside that, I still see this as a sell market because it might be forming what? A correction. I've been looking for the brush. it might be forming a correction, you know. Sorry, I'm not good at drawing one. There, you know, it might be forming like a bearish flag and then it will drop. You know that? It might be forming that. So until we break the neckline, I won't go in. Until we break the neckline of what we are having right now, I can't take a buy. Understand? I cannot take a buy because this might look like a double bottom, yes, but it might be like, you know, trying to correct and then drop because we already have a bearish run. We have a bear volatile. Understand? So if we can break above this and come and test, then another, yes, we are fighting to this top. Aside that, if we break below, give us a retest, then we're going down. You understand? But if both doesn't happen and then we have, you know, correct, come back again for the third touch, and then I have, you know, the bearish candle patterns, then I know that it's time for me to sell. Then we ready impulse downward. So that's it for V75. It's very, very clear. It's very, very clear. Already I know traders who trade only the current pattern, they are holding their sales already. Traders who focus on just the current pattern. If you have FS Gold cost 2.0, this you're already in this position. Yeah. If you have FS Gold cost 2.0, then you're already in this position. If you have it and you obey every rule according to the strategy, then you're already in this position because this is the analysis. This is going to be your analysis. You won't have your turning point right there. You have your turning point here. That's it. And then another one here, then the final one. If you have a first Gold 2.0, that's what you'll be having already. You'll be in profit, but for my strategy, for what I trade, I still have to wait a little bit before I join you. So that's it for V75. For those who have smaller account, I think we should analyze V10. You know, the major thing we do here is the V100 and the V75, but we will keep, or we will look at little volatilities or little indexes every day for those who have smaller accounts. So you can always see analysis never lies, you know, we never joke, we always kill it. You see double top, you see that we had this expanding wedge and then we dropped impulsively. This was the TP 90%, and then look at it, we broke it down. So let's delete this because right now I can see that this whole analysis is invalidated. So let's delete this one and then look at the market again for the V10. So you know how we do it. 24-hour, look at for our high and our low and our low, and we look at turning points in between when the market make reversals. You know, right now I have to stay current. One thing about the market is you have to be current. You have to stay to what is happening currently. You see here, you can, like for example here, this place is a turning point. You can see here, but I have to be current. The current turning point is here because of this. You understand? Closer to where the candle is. This place is a turning point. Here, you see that? So we have to be current. So we go back to what the candle chart. Then we use the horizontal the rectangle to mark out the zone, to make it a zone instead of just a line. Turning points are zones, not lines. So that you get that for the support and then the resistance of the zone. Practically what I'm saying, we are rejecting the turning point. So falling is very easy. Rejecting it, falling is easy. So we go to the 4-hour where we can begin to spot our patterns. Okay, this is looking like a ranging market on the daily. It's looking like a ranging market on the daily. But you know how it is. The lower you come, the more you see. The lower you come, the more you see. That's why they said an old man sitting on the chair, what he can see, the tall guy can see it. You understand? Because when you are old, you get shorter, bro. You get shorter, you get smaller. What can we see? If I'm to put this pattern right, 1 2, that's it's not looking good. You understand? But see, If you want to put, that's what we have. Are you sure? When you draw things, when you analyze the market, you have to ask yourself, what you're saying, is it lit? If it's not looking lit, if it's not making sense, you have to take it off. For me, I won't have that. Yeah, I won't. You know why? Because it's not looking good. I can't tell you that this is a pattern. No, I can't. It's not proper for me. That's not a pattern. So that means automatically we can't spot the pattern on the 4 hour. So we go to the 1 hour. That's how it is. If you can't see what you can't see standing, or when you are at the high places, come lower, you get them. That's it. Come lower, you get them. It's easy, bro. Come lower. Come lower, come lower, come lower, come lower. Now we are lower and I don't see anyone too. There's no pattern for me. So as for me, I wait. What should have given me the entry was here. Yeah, that's what I would have taken the buy here and write this to this place. But I didn't analyze this today, I didn't trade it. So let's wait. According to the 4 hour, we are having a sell, basically. You understand? Because we are turning from our turning point. If you have FS good 2.0, we are turning from here already. We had what the signal can do 4 hour closing 3-minute time. So man, the confirmation is there for a sell. You understand? But for me personally, I still need to wait for more confirmations before I execute that trade. But if you're on it, this is it. You understand? And what I can see, okay, let's see. You have to open your eye in the market. That's it. Once your eyes are open, you're making money. Good, bro. We have the sell confirmed. We have the sell confirmed. You see that? Head and shoulders, break and retest. What do you think? It's a sell. So short V10. Short V10 as soon as it's what? The candle closes. As soon as the candle 4 hour closes. Short V10. Short it already, man. Put that sell. Let's ride. That's the market. You don't have to, stress yourself. Once you know what you're doing, you don't have to stress. You don't have to, do a lot of analysis. You just have to open your eyes. We came here. I saw this at first, but it wasn't looking lit for me. My trend line is too steep, it wasn't looking lit. Then I had to switch back, open my eyes to see. Then I saw the precious head and shoulders we are having. It's very clean. You understand? This was only a retest, the bull volatile we had. So now we are selling off down again. You understand? One thing you should know is wherever you get the analysis from, whoever analyzed for you, it might fail. One thing about the market is what you do by yourself is what you have in your head. What you know is what you have in your head. Understand? So you have to sit by the market, make your own analysis, and believe in yourself. That's forex trading. Sit by the market, sit in the market, sit on the chart, work on it by yourself. What you have is what you should trade. Some of us will wait for this break before we get the sell. Yeah. Some of us will wait for this break. You see, 1, 2. Some of us will wait for this break, come back to test, because already this place has been made a great turning point. This is just a tip, the way I enter some of my trades. This place, if it closes now, it's already it's a level. So when it breaks, you had that. When it breaks and touch it, so it's closed. You understand? So when it breaks and touch it, then we look for the sell down to the base. Thanks for watching. We stop here today. Tomorrow we keep you updated on analysis. You see which one played, which one didn't play, which one we should adjust, which one we should get corrected. I'm open to corrections. I'm open to everything. Thank you for watching. This is Zyda from Highest FX, and I'm signing out.